Your travel plans might get altered. The enforcement date for Real ID is coming up.
Scattered showers in the area. Find out more on my first weather forecast.
A local man has written a book about his experiences with the legend Marilyn Monroe. We'll have more about that and more right now.
This is News 3 New Mexico, your local source for news, sports, and first weather.
Good evening, and welcome to News 3 New Mexico. I'm Corbin Shaner.
And I'm Marcos Baltieres. Thank you so much for watching.
Early this morning, 2 people fell into an area known as the Devil's Ink Well. At approximately 7:10 a.m., a man and woman both fell into the area near the water. The man was able to climb back up and call for help. A medical helicopter was dispatched to the area and took the woman after she was secured in the basket and backboard and taken out of the well.
A Roswell man has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for the killing of another local man whose body has still not yet been found. Alfonso Reyes Vázquez Jr., aged 37, entered a no-contest plea and was convicted on April 24th. He was charged with voluntary manslaughter, which was a downgrade from the original charge of first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and a felon in possession of a firearm in connection with the death of Freddie Burnsay. All charges were filed on November 2nd of 2022 after a 4-year investigation that began with Burnsay was first reported missing on September 25th, 2018. When the charges were filed, Vázquez was in the midst of serving an 11.5-year sentence in Colorado for a drug-related charge. He will return to Colorado to serve the rest of his first sentence and then will come back to New Mexico to begin his 10-year sentence.
The Travis County Sheriff's Office has received reports of counterfeit money being used in Roswell. The Sheriff's Office has warned residents to inspect their money. According to a statement released on Facebook on Monday, $50 bills have already been used. They also let residents know that they can always stop by the Sheriff's Office and see if your money might be a fake.
A Portales man has been drafted into the NFL, Philip Bleedy. Philip Bleedy was a resident of the Christian Children's Home here in Portales. He played for the high school, leading the team to a Class 4A state title and earning Defensive Lineman of the Year for the whole state of New Mexico. After high school, he went to Texas Tech, where he played 35 games within 2 seasons, recording 40 tackles. After Tech, he went to Indiana for a season, playing all 12 games with 11 starts, getting 30 tackles. His senior year, he went to the University of Arbor, where he rounded out his college career with 91 career tackles and multiple forced fumbles. Now he just signed to play for the Tennessee Titans. We here at KENW are so proud of him and wish him the best luck in his professional career.
Time is running out. If you still haven't secured your Real ID, you better do so soon. After years of pushing it back, the Department of Homeland Security will now enforce the May 7th deadline. If you don't have a Real ID or another accepted form of identification, such as a passport, you may face many delays at the airport security. You can expect additional screening and the possibility of not being allowed beyond the security checkpoint if your identity cannot be verified. This all stems from the Real ID Act, which was passed by Congress in 2005. It enacted the 9/11 Commission's recommendation that the federal government enhance security standards for identification. You know, with May starting tomorrow, I hope the weather stays nice.
Yeah, we are starting May off, and we might have some showers coming next week as well. I'll have more on that with my full weather forecast.
Shoot, it's going to be raining cats and dogs again, isn't it?
Well, let's hope not.
But first, let's take a look at our allergy report. As we get closer to summer, the allergies will be going up. So we have grass, pollen, and ragweed all at high levels right now. So we take a look in our regional radar. You are seeing a little bit of snow actually going towards Los Angeles up in that area. Vegas has some rain up north of there. Northern Arizona has a lot of rain. Here in New Mexico, though, we are seeing some spotted showers in the northeast, even here on the eastern plains as well, but the rest is all clear skies. So we look here in Portales at our 3-day planner. We are seeing Wednesday is going to be 82 with the high, sunny conditions. Thursday is going to be sunny with 88. Friday at 71 with partly cloudy skies and 71. I'll have more on my full weather forecast, but back to you, Marcos.
Thank you, Jaden. Families are now able to apply for Sunbucks, a grocery benefit program designed to help cover food costs during the summer months. This program will provide families with $120 per eligible school-age child to buy groceries when school is out. Most families will automatically qualify and don't need to do anything to receive the money. The Healthcare Authority estimates that this will help 271,000 students, delivering $32.5 million in financial relief. To apply online, you can go to the newmexico.summerebtapp.com/begin.
The New Mexico Healthcare Authority announced yesterday that Christy Brooks as the Director of Behavioral Health Transformation and Innovation.
Ms. Brooks is a healthcare executive with more than 2 decades of experience in behavioral health addiction treatment, public health policy, and strategic program development. Most recently, she served as the Regional Director for the U.S. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, Region 6, which include New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and 68 federally recognized tribes. She will lead the implementation of the Senate Bill 3, a behavioral health reform law to strengthen New Mexico's commitment to building a comprehensive community-based system of care. Tomorrow, the Eastern New Mexico University System will be hosting its One Eastern Day on the ENMU Roswell campus. The entire university system is inviting all community members from Roswell and surrounding community to join them on Thursday, May 1st from 4 to 9 p.m. The event will feature outdoor activities including food, trucks, inflatables, displays, live music, and even a free concert by Roswell's own Grupo Maldad. The event is an opportunity for the community to connect with the campus, meeting institution representatives, speak with the program leaders, and engage in fun activities. Once again, the event will take place on the ENMU Roswell campus at the Student Services Center and will be going from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Coming up after the break, a Portales man has a first-hand experience with Marilyn Monroe. We'll have information on that.
May starts tomorrow. What will the weather be like for the first week of May? We'll take a look at that, but first, here's a look at today's financial market. Welcome back to News 3 New Mexico. I'm Jane Phillips, and I'm here to take you through the weather. But first, I'd like to give a shout out to my sister, who's graduating high school this May, and the rest of the class of 2025. So as that being said, let's take a look at the radar. We are seeing scattered showers throughout most of the west coast, moving into the east coast. We have a big storm brewing north in the Dallas area, moving north towards St. Louis. And then in the northeast, not too much, just scattered showers in the area. But here in New Mexico, you are seeing clear skies in the western side. All the storms are going to be over here in the eastern side, especially up north where you might have some snow. And this is moving in towards the Amarillo area. So we take a look here in the eastern plains, though. You're seeing a little bit of clear skies, cloudiness, spotted showers. So we can take a look at our Roswell live shot right now, see what it's doing. A little bit of cloud cover, not too much, but sunny conditions as far as I can see. So we take a look at our current temperatures, though. We are seeing 70 in Farmington, 73 in Albuquerque, 77 in Socorro. Rio Dosa is going to be at 65. Here on the eastern side of the state, though, we're going to see 73 here in Portales, 71 in Clovis. Lubbock, Texas is going to be at 65. Hobbs at 77. So we take a look tonight here in Portales. We're going to see 46 as the high, mostly clear skies with winds out of the southwest at 5 miles per hour. Speaking of wind, let's take a look at our wind gauge right now. You're going to see that the highest the wind's going to get tonight is at 8 p.m. with 11 mile per hour winds out of the northwest. Moving through the evening, it's going to be calm. And then tomorrow in the morning hours, it's really going to be steady with no wind. So we take a look at tonight's lows, though. We're going to see 40 in Farmington, 53 in Albuquerque, Rio Doso at 43. Here in the Eastern Plains, we're going to see 50 in Portales, 47 in Clovis and Tucumcari, 49 up in Amarillo, 55 in Lubbock, Texas. Roswell is going to be at 56. As we take a look tomorrow in Portales, we're going to see 81 as a high with partly cloudy skies with winds out of the east at 6 miles per hour. So we took a look at tomorrow's highs, though. We are going to see 76 in Albuquerque, 83 down in Cruces, 72 in Rio Doso. Here in the Eastern Plains, we're going to have 81 here in Portales, 77 in Clovis. Amarillo, Texas is going to be at 73. Lubbock, Texas at 86. So we take a look at our 7-day forecast for Carlsbad. You're going to see mostly clear skies throughout the week, and then thunderstorms Sunday with a high of 77. Wednesday, though, we're going to have 32% chance of AM showers of a high of 80. And then as we move into Roswell, we're going to focus into next week. Sunday is going to be 50% chance of rain, and then Wednesday at 43% rain. But as we move into Portales, we're going to see Thursday at 81. Sunday is going to be at 70 with windy. And then next week, it's going to be all rain and cloudy skies with high 70s. So rain to start the month of May, I guess, next week, huh?
Yep.
It's going to be nice to have some moisture, especially for the farmers. Wheat's coming up, and just, harvest time's almost here, too.
Yep. Let's hope it's not too humid, though.
I know. The humidity will always kills me. So.
We'll have more after the break.
If it's not to shape, it's pretty close to shape, I'll take it to the grinders. Then I'll bring it back out to the forge, heat treat it several times, going through a process. Then I quench in oil that will rapidly cool part of the blade. So I'll heat treat it, take it in, clean it up, put a handle on it, and shape the handle, polish it. Once that happens, then I sharpen it, and knife is done. I'm sure I'm leaving out some technical parts in there, but there's a lot of steps to it. Every piece of steel is different. So when you forge, you have to know how to heat it, where it's going, what the steel is moving like, and how best to shape the blade and what blade you're going to shape.
Sergio specializes in knives that have a rough, grizzled look in order to give the knife some personality. The only question I had left was, how can you get one of these custom-made knives?
I get a lot of my business through Instagram. A lot of people will call me on the phone, and that's the way they do it.
This has been Drake Long with News 3 New Mexico, signing off.
If you would like to order one of these handmade knives, you can contact Sergio over Instagram with the handle Menchaca Sensei.
Or you can call him at 432-638-4869.
Coming back to the break, Lorenzo will have his full sports report for you.
Including a look at the F1 competition and the upcoming first race in the United States, so stay tuned.
Let's knock this week out of the park with our first report. The MLB rankings have been a doozy as the ongoing season continues to rage on. It looks like almost everyone is fighting tooth and nail this season for the top spot. Since last week's report, the rankings have been scrambled, with the teams that had a chokehold on the top spot for the past few weeks been losing their grip on the top spot. In first are the New York Mets. They climbed their way up to the top 5 ranking and have held the #1 spot for 2 weeks now. The LA Dodgers have taken the #2 spot from the Padres, and San Francisco Giants climbed that rung to 3rd overall from the 4th spot last week. The San Diego Padres have fallen down to the rankings to 4th, and finally in 5th are the Chicago Cubs. With the scramble to the top being so heated, I'm excited to see who makes their way to the top next week. And the 2025 Lone Star Conference Outdoor Track and Field Championship is arriving this week, between tomorrow, May 1st, and Saturday, May 3rd, in an awesome 3-day finale. The championship will be taking place at Eastern New Mexico University. On the first day, men's track and field will be represented by 23 athletes for 30 total entries, with senior Timothy Frederick participating in 4 events. The women's track and field team will compete with 36 total entries with 22 athletes, with Helena Carbu-Klotzi and Griselle Scarlett both competing with 3 entries. Prior to the weekend, Eastern also saw an athlete recognized as Kennedy Ulmer was named the league's Female Athlete of the Week. She took home 3 victories at the SPC Texan Invite with a best of season 48.91 meter mark in the discus. If you're interested in attending the Lone Star Conference Track and Field Championship tomorrow through this weekend, you can find the information on the event and purchase tickets on Eastern's athletic website. Racing off into our last report, we're talking Formula One, and last week I covered the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And top 3 racers were Piastri, Verstappen, and Leclerc, in that order, taking first, second, and third place. Keep with this in mind, the Miami Grand Prix is this weekend, and we might see the race be pushed back until conditions improve. Where's Jaden when you need him, huh? Until then, we'll have to see Sunday pan out for these racers as they set their engines for this weekend. That's all the sports I have for you today, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with Corbin and Marcos right after the break.
And I think you guys and everyone that's at home and behind the crew for what you have done for all of us.
Well, that's the news we have for you guys tonight.
Appreciate watching and have a great summer.